So welcome to the Situation Room, where I am going to talk to you about a situation that I hear all the time. People ask me, what do I do? It has to do with breakfast. So if you have an early training, let's say 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and you have to get yourself energized for that training, or maybe it's a game, then you want to be going in with muscles filled with energy, and food is a part of that. So what do? You're going to choose between 3 situations or 3 possible ways of eating to fuel that situation. And I encourage you to experiment with all 3 and maybe even combine all 3. So let's go through them. The first one may be the most obvious, maybe not, but it's that you get up in time to have a meal. And so that might mean getting up 3 hours before you have to train or play. So let's think about that. A 7 a.m. one? 6, 5, 4? If you're waking up at 4 a.m., I hope you went to bed super early, like at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. the night before. If not, you're cutting into your sleep, which I don't recommend. So I actually don't recommend that you get up and cut your sleep just to get that big meal. However, if you've managed your sleep well and you did it, you could do it. So it's one strategy. So you would have your complete meal and you would have enough time to digest that going into the training or game. Now, if you don't want to get up early, which is probably the majority of people, you would actually start to get into those key moments, right? Key moment number 2 or even key moment number 3, where you're going to be having very much small snacks or sports foods and drinks coming into that training session. So that would be something like a blend of fruit. It would be maybe that actual sports drink or a homemade version where you would have that maybe 15 minutes before. So you might be thinking, is that enough? Maybe not. So my other strategy for you is to have something the night before. So you could literally have part of your breakfast the night before you go to bed. And that could be something like a cereal with milk and some nuts and seeds to get you some energy into your muscles with a little bit of the extra nutrients that come from the superfoods, so that you would have something going into your body a little bit slowly as you sleep. So then you would wake up with a bit more energy in your muscles and just have a top off, if you will, before practice or game, and you'd be good. So those are my 3 times. You can use them all, but there is one thing you have to keep in mind, is that you may not have had breakfast yet if you haven't woken up, right, 3 to 4 hours before your time to play. So you do need to have breakfast after. And so I would encourage you to go above a snack if you can, if you don't have a training session right away within an hour or 2. So I would encourage you to do have that muscle building material, have eggs or Greek yogurt or legumes, something that's going to get in those muscle building materials into you right after and a breakfast, and then some energizers to re-energize your muscles, and of course those superfoods, don't forget about them. A great avocado, egg, and sandwich in the morning after a hard training would be perfect. So those are my 3 strategies. Situation 1, I have an early morning training or practice. I got you covered.